All right, so let's get into it. Let's discuss this whole Facebook, TikTok. Um, what do they really have to do with each other in the circumstances we're dealing with right now? And let's break down how they benefit your business. Okay, so first of all, what it comes down to is accepting it for what it is and not for what it ain't. Now that's hard for most of us. Like truthfully, it's hard for most everybody to wrap their head around that. And I think that's because Facebook has been around for so long at this point, and it's kind of evolved so much multiple times. And then it became Meta, and Meta started absorbing other things like Instagram. And as these things have continued to grow and evolve, people have anticipated and expected certain things to take place, which haven't. But see, that expectation isn't based on like promises or guarantees or even suggestions. Those things are literally expectations based on one's own perspective and just speculation and assumption. Okay, and so that is where we run into a lot of problems, okay? So if we break down how it can truly benefit your business, right? Facebook is great. Instagram is great. You can set up business profiles absolutely free, which is super awesome. So you can set up these profiles, which, link to your personal page, which ultimately all your friends, family, old high school buddies, all these people will see your business profile. And just because they got love for you, they may not have any knowledge of that particular field of business, whatever it is you do. They may not have any need for it, any perspective, but they may just follow you just to support you because they got love for you, which is cool. Because as you gain more followers, that gains more traffic and it moves you up when people are searching for you. So when people are searching for something, say like web traffic, right? Or business coaching or marketing or branding or logos, right? Logos is a really cool one, okay? So you can have all this flashy stuff and incredible graphics. You can be just on a different level when it comes to your skills, right? But if nobody knows who you are, it doesn't really matter, right? And so you sit here and you develop your business profile, you put all your artwork on there, all the different skill sets you have on there, the different kinds of digital graphics that you're able to do, the different platforms that you've done this on before, so they can see all the wide range of skills that you have that makes you better than, say, the other guy, right? Okay, but when you do that, again, like I said, you've got nobody who knows who you are, but all your friends and family start following you. And you can send out in one quick link. You can send out share to all my friends. So you can say share to all your friends. So you share and you request for them to follow you. And a good percentage of them are just gonna follow just because they got love for you, right? They have no desire to run their own business. They have just no desire to build a logo or anything like that because they have no need for it, but they got love for you. Or maybe they just love your artwork, whatever. So you're gonna continue to get followers just that way, right? And like I said, again, all of it is free. All of it's free, easy to use, real simple, and it even has metrics on there, which is something that a lot of people don't understand, right? A lot of us growing a business, we may not understand, are we really reaching the right dynamic? Are we really reaching the right audience? Are we, generating enough traffic? Are we actually, is our little ads effective, right? And again, you can make free little posts, just like you do on Facebook all the time. You can make these little posts that are basic ads for what you do. You can say, hey, I'm offering a discount right now, 20% off, come to my website and redeem your 20% discount. It's for the rest of the week or whatever, right? So you can do all these things, again, completely free, right? And like I said, you may not know, am I really good at this? Is my marketing really good? I'm good at doing logos, but I have no idea if I'm actually effective in marketing. Facebook does metrics for you. So it's got all these little metrics you can go in there and see, and it analyzes, are you hitting the right dynamic? Are you actually getting traffic? How many people have actually viewed? Are you up from last week or last month in your percentages of influence? They call it influences. So how many of your friends and followers have you influenced? How many have seen it And then you can also see how many people give you little thumbs up, little hearts, and little comments. And the more that your friends and family does that, the more it's going to generate it's going to move you up. So maybe you're the new guy on the block, right? You haven't been designing logos that long, or you're just new to Facebook business, right? But yet you've got, I don't know, 1,000 friends and family, right? So you get enough of those following you, it's going to move you up in the ranks of the guy who's been doing it for 3 years, but maybe he doesn't have as much, because maybe he just doesn't spend enough time on Facebook actually making these ads. So this is an incredible way that it can be beneficial. And also there's been countless research and data to show how effective and how efficient the Facebook ads can actually be. So you can buy Google ads. Google ads are incredible. Facebook ads are also great though too. Facebook ads are kind of relentless. As someone who gets on Facebook, you might be someone who hates the ads that pop up. You're like, oh my gosh, why do these always? But you can see them and you know that they work. They pop up all the time. You're constantly getting ads. Sometimes some people get on there and a quarter of what they see is ads, which is what some people get frustrated about Facebook. But you know what? Those are businesses paying for those. So you just scroll through, but you know what? It's been incredibly effective and efficient. There's been countless research and data showing how many click-throughs those ads have. And they're not incredibly expensive. They're not the cheapest, but they're not the most expensive either. And so that's the thing. It's like you can turn a post into an ad so easy. And then it can generate and you can see the metrics of what your goal is. How many people are going to see it? How many, and you can gauge that. You can do it real cheap, or you can do it extra pricey, you know what I'm saying? Because you're really trying to grow this. You're like, man, I got this big thing coming up next month. Maybe you're a musician and you're like, I got this gig next month. I really need to get more people. I haven't quite had as many ticket sales as I thought I was going to have. You pay for a big ad, maybe it'll blow that ticket sales up. Maybe it won't, but maybe it will. Statistically, data shows that it's effective. It absolutely is. Instagram's another one. Instagram, super cheap. I used to run ads on Instagram like $7. I would run an ad for $7. And it was crazy. I could see that the ad the regular post that I posted, because I have a business profile on Instagram, and on that regular post that I did, I would get, I don't know, I'd get like 200 maybe clicks or views or whatever. But then that ad that I paid $7 for, in a week, I would have like, almost 3,000. 3,000. I mean, it just accelerates so fast. It really does. It's really incredible how it can do this for such a small amount of money. Now, some people have incredible, return on Instagram, because maybe they just are good at designing their Instagram page. Some people aren't that good at it. Some people are really great. Their page really captures your eye, and it's just designed in such a way that it just draws you in. And so they generate a lot more business because it drew people in. Some people not as much. So people who already have a natural knack, or they have a buddy who's helping them, or they've paid for a consultant, which there are consultants for Instagram, Facebook, all of it. You know what I'm saying? Even TikTok. Even Twitter. There are consultants who will consult you on any form of social media. But on Instagram, like I said, some people are if they have just they got the algorithm figured out. They've got the image figured out. They know exactly how to. Spectacular Smith is one of them. He's amazing on a different level. I mean, he just generates so much traffic. And I mean, he's got a name for himself. Old R&B guy, he's got a following even before social media, but social media, he's just good at it. He knows the algorithm. He's really good. He knows exactly how to, and I know a few other people that are just incredibly good at it. And so those people who are really good at building their page and just capturing people's eye, when they put that $7 ad out, or even a bigger ad, but they put a $7 ad out, that thing is going to do way more for them than it will do for, honestly, someone like me. Because I post things on Instagram, and for a while I was really consistent about constantly, just keeping it daily. I would be posting, and I had like a pattern on my page of what I made and stuff. But ultimately, I'm just not it. I don't have the right formula. I just don't, and I haven't really put enough time into it to really learn either. I just didn't see a huge benefit from doing that. On Facebook, I've done a little better, and on TikTok, I've learned, as of recently in the last couple of months, I've gotten a lot better at TikTok. And over the last, honestly, few weeks, I've even learned more than I was learning in the last couple of months. But Twitter, I was never that effective at either. I would post comments, I would post ads, I would post links to all my other things, and just didn't seem to. Now LinkedIn, I haven't seen a lot of return from it, but LinkedIn, I have an incredible following on LinkedIn. I'm not even 100% sure how I've been able to pull it off. Couldn't tell you. That's not my area of expertise. But I got a great following on there. Thousands and thousands of people following on LinkedIn. Okay, now, so like I said, I want to break down this whole Facebook and TikTok thing. TikTok is another great one that's incredible, so good. It's a great way, if you know how to use it, it's a great way to market. It's free, it's fun, it allows you to be a completely different side of yourself. You know, when you build ads on Facebook or Instagram and things like that, you're building an ad. This is an advertisement for my business. Now on TikTok, something you can do on Instagram on Reels as well, but you make the little video, and that little video, it can be more of a commercial, like basically like, hey, this is my business, this is what I do. I've seen some guys who do lawn care, I've seen some woodworking people, I've seen lots of great people. Gary Vee has spoke about this dude who does cement, and he went from like 2 trucks to like 6 trucks just by running ads on TikTok and being silly. But that's the thing, is he was being silly. He was being just a little different. He wasn't taking things so seriously, like, hey, this is just an advertisement. He's like, this is an advertisement, but let's have fun with it, right? So he got out there, was silly about it. There's these plastic surgeon. There's a plastic surgeon that he's got the receptionist and 2 nurses that are constantly doing TikToks and Reels, and they're all just silly. I only found them because of, oh gosh, what's his name? They it doesn't matter. Anyways, but I stumbled on his page he was connected to someone else. But it was crazy because all of his stuff was just them being silly. And they had an incredible amount of followers. But they had all these followers just because it was just constant videos of them being silly. Oh, look what we're doing when no one else is in the office and twirling in a chair. Or look what we do after hours, and they're in there doing one of the TikTok dances or whatever. And it's just silliness. It's just a lot of fun. Whatever is trending at the time, they mimic. And they're like, this is what we do. And it's like, does that really help their business? Maybe not, but maybe. I would bet that it does. It makes you feel comfortable with someone when they're a little silly and they're able to have fun. Not only that, but it drives traffic to the page. And maybe somebody wasn't looking for, plastic surgery. Maybe someone wasn't looking for a cement guy. But you know what? They started following your page. They've been following your page for a year or 2. All of a sudden, a buddy of theirs needs a new driveway or whatever. I mean, you never know how these things happen, but ultimately more followers absolutely can lead to more sales. Doesn't always work that way, but it definitely can. So if you just have a little fun and get out there, you could definitely build your business. And like I said, again, absolutely free. Have fun with it, grow your business, and do it for free. Man, you can't get better marketing than free. Okay, now, not to mention, TikTok's got 150 million Americans on it, right? So 150 million, that's 150 million potential clients and customers. Okay, so now let's break down this whole Facebook and TikTok thing. There's a lot of things in the media right now because it's actually mostly on social media. It's not even as much in the media as it is on social media, but it's all over the place on TikTok. It's on Facebook. It's everywhere. It's what everybody's talking about. It's the hot button. They're trying to ban TikTok. And everybody is throwing shade, right? There's all these people. At the end of the day, yes, Facebook, do they think they would benefit if TikTok wasn't around? Maybe. because maybe more people would be doing reels. But at the same time, a lot of people share their TikToks to their reels. So being able to make TikToks just generates more reels. I've made more reels on Instagram since I had TikTok than I did before when I had only Instagram. Just because it's really easy. I make it here, I share it there, it generates more. I generate more with less work. Now, so to say Facebook doesn't benefit from TikTok being around, Facebook absolutely does. Because there's lots of people who aren't interested in Instagram. And there's people that aren't interested in TikTok. But when they figure out that, hey, I can use one and share it to the other, then all of a sudden things look different. Same thing with Facebook. You can share TikTok to Facebook as well. And this is what a lot of people do. A lot of people, it's not in one place. They share it across platforms. Now, Facebook, it gets a lot of flack, right? And it gets a lot of flack. Boys, Facebook gets a lot of flack. Facebook gets a lot of flack from everybody. And why is that? Because ultimately people forget what it is. People forget what it's all about. People forget who Zuckerberg really is. At the end of the day, Zuckerberg's not a very outspoken conservative. He's also not a very outspoken liberal. He is actually not very outspoken about much. He gives a lot of general answers. Every now and then he gives a comment on something, but most things he gives pretty general answers. Now, some people attribute that to him being socially awkward. I don't think so. He is a little socially awkward. But I think mostly what it comes down to is whether he's a smart businessman or he's got good advisors, doesn't matter. The result is still the same. At the end of the day, he's about one thing: money. That's it. He's literally said it multiple times in press conferences and stuff. He's said it when he's been investigated, that he is not a news source. Facebook is not a source for news. It's not. He's said this from his own mouth. But plenty of people from the left and people from the right want to believe that he is. And then they get mad. They're like, well, he's only, silencing the left, or he's only silencing the right. And at the end of the day, he's not. At the end of the day, he cares about making money, and that's it. He's got an algorithm that's been programmed that if you flag something, it is automatically deleted. So if somebody who's really liberal goes on there and just starts clicking and flagging all this conservative boys, sorry. If somebody is liberal and they get on there in a bad mood one day and start flagging all this conservative stuff, it will be deleted. If somebody conservative gets on there and flags all this stuff, it will get deleted. So people are getting on there and having things deleted that ultimately don't need to be deleted. It's a real thing. It's a real problem. And ultimately, I don't know, Facebook has made multiple comments that it's something they're working on, but I don't know that it's something that can truly ever be fixed. Because bottom line is they care about making money. And they care about keeping as many people as happy as possible. And ultimately, by trying to keep everyone happy, they're making everyone unhappy. I think they've kind of got themselves boxed in. Now, see, I actually like Facebook. I actually like TikTok. I like TikTok because I know what it is. It's a platform for me to have a little fun. Can I benefit business-wise from it? Yes. Can I have fun with it? Yes. Can I actually utilize it and help grow my brand and things like that? Absolutely. And as I grow more followers, can I link my business to it? That is true also. So I love it for all those reasons. It's absolutely beneficial, and it has incredibly small amounts of censorship. It doesn't limit much of what I put on there, which is cool. And I like the fact that it doesn't limit much of what anybody puts on there. It's a pretty incredibly neutral site. Now, the thing I like about Facebook, I like it for what it is, because I know what it is. People dislike it and hate it because they hate it for what it could be or what they think it should be. They don't accept it for what it is. It literally is just a platform. It is a platform that you have no rights to, that you don't own, that you do not have any freedom regarding like what you can post, what you can say. There are limitations. They absolutely can remove anything that offends someone else. They absolutely can. Do they always? No, because it is a flawed system. Nothing is perfect. It does the best it can. I've actually known several people who work at Facebook, and they do the best they can. Are they getting everything right? No. Will they ever? No. Will anybody else ever? No. None of the other platforms get everything right. Are people doing the best they can? They are, but it's just a matter of what the best they can is all driven by. Are they doing the best they can to have an open forum? Are they doing the best they can to generate revenue? Are they doing the best they can to serve a particular niche or market? That's what it comes down to. That's it. Facebook initially launched to be a platform for students to be able to interact, study better, share notes, and share information and updates with ease. And then Zuckerberg realized he could make money off of it. And so when he realized he could make money off of it, he made changes. And then he made more changes. And then he made more changes. And over time, he's made a lot of money. He's made a lot of money for himself. He's made a lot of money for other people. So is he being successful at what his goal is? His goal is money. He's absolutely doing just fine. Now, stock prices have dipped. There has been certain instances where he lost some bank. But at the end of the day, is he hurting for dollars? No. Does he have an incredible amount of employees? Absolutely. And are they all being paid fairly well? Yes. So at the end of the day, is he delivering on what his goal is? His goal is money. That's it. So I appreciate Facebook because I don't expect it to be an open forum for me to say whatever I want. I expect it to be a platform so I can keep in touch with some of my friends from high school, some of my friends from college. I keep in touch with family members that are cousins of cousins and distant relatives that ultimately, if it wasn't for this platform, I wouldn't have never talked to them. So I've grown my family tree, so to speak, by having this platform. I also incredibly embrace its ability to market my business. Because I accept it for what it is, it's a great platform. Do I get tired of it at times? Absolutely. Because I don't like all the negativity. I don't like all the fighting and bickering and all the nonsense and everybody throwing shade at somebody else. Throwing shade at people over things that happened hundreds of years ago. Throwing shade at people for being a different political party or disliking someone because of their religion or their faith. I don't like any of that. I think you can keep all that to yourself. I get on there, I put positive words, I promote my business, I share things about my family, and I embrace the ones I love. And the rest of that noise, I try to block out. So I enjoy Facebook and TikTok only because I accept them for what they are and nothing more. As long as you continue to expect it to be something that it's not, it's going to continue to let you down again and again and again. It's not here to be your voice. It's here to make money. That's it. Y'all be sure to leave leave comments below if you want to discuss further. I'd love to discuss further. Yeah. The one thing I didn't touch on is there's a lot of stuff going around on TikTok, mostly, oddly enough. But there's a lot of stuff going around on TikTok that the reason that TikTok is attempting to be banned is because of Zuckerberg. Nah, you're misinformed. And you're missing the whole point. If you're paying close attention, Trump tried to get it banned and failed. Now Biden's trying to get it banned. I believe he'll fail also. If it gets banned, it's an infringement upon our freedom. It's taking away the freedom for a business to grow and us to enjoy said business. It is being removed because people are getting loud. People are getting loud politically, and it is a platform that doesn't silence any of that. It doesn't have an algorithm to remove liberal comments or conservative comments. It doesn't have an algorithm to remove anything. Like, I've literally seen things that I thought were borderline offensive, and I tried to get it removed, and all it did was block that person from being in my feed anymore. It literally gave me a breakdown that said, well, this doesn't really violate our policies. Don't worry, you won't be seeing them anymore. That's it. Wasn't removed. It's still there. I just don't see it anymore. Which, I don't know. I call that a win. I'm fine. I wasn't mad. Just there's some things that I think aren't appropriate to be put out there. And so I've shared that a couple of times, or I've flagged it a couple of times. So, with that being said, I don't know. I hope this sheds some light on things. I hope it helps you understand a little better. And I hope this helps you to understand what you can utilize Facebook and TikTok and the rest of the social media platforms for. Take them for what they are. Use them to embrace and engage in other people. And use them to promote your business. Incredible ways to grow your business. All right, it's your boy. I'm out. I got love, respect for all of y'all. Y'all get cocky, be blessed, and have a wonderful day.